The northwestern border of Nepal. Background: the Treaty of Shugali of March 4, 1816 is the basis to delineate and demarcate the western/northwestern border of Nepal, even though the Boundary Treaty of November 1, 1860 is implied specially to the southwestern portion, as the restoration of Bank, Bardia, Kailali, and Kanchanpur districts as new territory, Nyamuluk. According to the Treaty of Shugali, River Kali is the western boundary of Nepal with India. The boundary river, Kali, is delimited by Article 5 of the treaty. It says the Rajas of Nepal renounces for himself, his heirs, and successors, all claim to or connection with the countries lying to the west of the river Kali, and engages never to have any concern with those countries or the inhabitants thereof. So the place where the river Kali is originated is the northwestern corner border limit of Nepal with India and China as tri-junction. Status of the river Kali and Kalapani. It is not yet demarcated the status and origination of the river Kali. The river is known as Kali at the upper reaches, Mahakali in the middle portion, and Sarju or Gagra or western branch of Gagra when it comes down to plain area. There is a controversy and much debate in the determination of the point of origination of river Kali, whether it is originated from Limpi Yadhura, 5,532 meter, or Lipulik, 5,098 mtr, or an artificial pond, 4,571 mtr. The second debate is the location of Kalapani, whether it is located in the Nepalese territory or Indian side. In other words, whether Kalapani belongs to Nepal or India. There has been an issue of national interest for everyone that raised much hue and cry since October 1996. The Nepalese people of all walks of life, from the students to the university teachers, laymen to the intellectuals, historians to the geographers/mapping experts, former government administrators to former diplomats, village committee chairman level to political leaders, ex-policemen to even ex-military officers have expressed their views through the news media workshop, symposium, meeting, and discussions. As regards the determination of the origin of river Kali, there are more or less three different thoughts. The first and major section, who belong to the intellectuals, researchers, elite and informative community, have opined, referring historical documents, old maps, and hydrological facts, that the river Kali of the Treaty of Shugali is originated from Limpi Yadhura. The second section, i.e. the government machinery, have expressed as the origin of the river Kali from nearby to the Lipulik Pass. The third is the Indian team of the Nepal-India Technical Level Joint Boundary Working Group and the Honorable Ambassador of India to Nepal, and they have expressed their views that the river Kali is originated from a small pond, which is located south of Kalapani and further south of the Pankagad stream. Now the main crux of the matter is to identify which one is the river Kali of that period, as the spirit of the treaty. Description of origin of the river is not mentioned in the treaty. In a sense, it was not necessary to make a description of the river at that time, because of the fact that there was no controversy and confusion on the river, and there was only one river which was used to be known as Kali. To reach into certain conclusion, one has to make a study of the historical document and old maps, which are inscribed and established on and around the time of the treaty. And the other is on-the-spot findings with hydrological facts. Maps as evidence. So far as the maps as evidence is concerned, there are so many maps as proofs that depict the point of origin of Kali River, which lies about 16 kilometers northwest of Kalapani at Limpi Yadhura. One of the maps published on 1827 has clearly shown the river originated from Limpi Yadhura in the Zanskar range of the Himalayas, as Kali River. It is a map of 1=4 miles scale, and its authenticity can be proved that it bears the label published according to Act of Parliament by James Horst Surg, hydrographer to the East India Company, February 1, 1827. Another map of 1830 and its updated edition of 1846 entitled Western Provinces of Hindustan also show the river flowing from Limpi Yadhura as Kali River. The map, scale 1=20 English miles, was published in London by Parbury Allen & Co. and is captioned as constructed from the most recent surveys. Improved map of India, compiled from all the latest and most authentic materials, published in London, January 2, 1816 by A. Arrowsmith No. 10 Soho Square, hydrographer to His Majesty, has shown the river from Limpi Yadhura to be as Kali or western branch of Gagra or Sarju. This map has covered the area of the then Greater Nepal from Tista to Kangra. And even a map of 1856 entitled Nepal and the countries adjoining south, west, and east published by Surveyor General's Office also shows Kali River as the one flowing from Limpi Yadhura. The map was compiled in Survey of India, Calcutta, and bears the signature of the Deputy Surveyor General as in charge. The notable point is that it has mentioned in its note number 3 as compiled map Jung Bahadur's Nepal sketch map in Devanagari characters received from foreign department sent thereto by resident of Nepal. There are other maps as counter-proofs that show the river originated from Limpi Yadhura is the river Kali. Some of these maps are sketch of Kumau by Captain H.S. Webb, Surveyor 1819, Vorderindien Order das Indo-British Reich 1834, Steelers Hand Adels Germany, Index Map 12 of India 1835, Baldwin and Craddock, Anglo-Asian Map by J.B. Tassin, 1837 and the Atlas of India, 1846, Maps of the Society for the Diffusion of Useful Knowledge, London, Charles Knight & Co. All these maps from 1816 to 1860 have shown the river flowing from Limpi Yadhura as Kali River, and thus it carries the northwestern border of Nepal with India. The name of the other river, originated from Lipulik Pass, is not inscribed in these maps. It may be due to the fact that this is a lower order river as it has low depth, less volume of water, shorter in length and narrow width of the river. Secondly, the maps from 1860 to 1880 have, though maintained the geographical position of the Kali River and location of Kalapani in situ, but the name of the Kali has been changed to Kudi and then Kudi Yangti River. An 1881 map published by Survey of India entitled Nepal, Tibet and United Province has mentioned the river flowing from Limpi Yadhura simply as Kudi River, and it has left the river flowing from Lipulik unnamed. Thirdly, maps published after 1880 have changed the name of the river originated from Limpi Yadhura as Kudi Yangti, and the river flowing from nearby of Lipulik Pass has been started to name as Kali River, making Nepal lose almost 310 square kilometers of land west of Lipur River. So the name of the river Kali was slowly changed into Kudi and finally into Kudi Yangti. Most spectacularly, a map entitled Nepal, Almora, United Province with 1=1 mile published by Survey of India, 1879 has altered the border to the east and south with the cartographic symbol, keeping intact the geographical location of Kali and Lipur rivers and Kalapani. The symbol on the map has not followed the river as border line, but the international boundary line is being taken from a small artificially formed rivulet about a considerable distance south of Kalapani and Pankagad stream. And the boundary line runs southeast along the watershed to north of Tinker Pass. This map has irregularity and has falsely inscribed, as it may be called, cartographic aggression of the border, and Survey of India did it on their own. In fact, the western border of Nepal with India follows the river but not the hills and watershed. Location of Kalapani, in such a fashion, Indian side has now claimed the artificially formed pond as the source of Kali River and about 1.5 kilometer long rivulet, canal, as the mighty Kali River. The cartographic encroachment of border has made Kalapani on Indian side, making Nepal lose a further 62 square kilometers of territory. It is mentionable that Nipulek Pass is the easiest path to reach Tibet of China. And there is a strategic hill with 6,180 mtr high on the south of Kalapani, along the line of false cartographic/symbolic boundary. One can have a look on those moves through the Nipulek Pass from the Taklakot business center of China to India and Nepal. Meanwhile, India has been maintaining a contingent of armed forces at Kalapani since 1960. During the war with China, India has built permanent structures with bunkers, and the Indian Army has occupied the area of Kalapani, which is located east of the river Kali, as the intrusion of the Nepalese territory. Nepalese officials, especially the chief district officers of Darkula, have reported to the center time and often mentioning that the Nepalese territory of Kalapani have been encroached by the Indian armymen and they have erected some constructions there. But it was ignored during the Panchayat era to sustain Panchayat system in Nepal. At that time, Nepal was not in a position to protest and oppose to India for the sake of Panchayat regime. After the restoration of democracy in 1990, voice of the Nepalese people started to raise slowly in so many issues, and Kalapani/Limpi Yat Hero was one of them, which is so louder after 1996. Statements concerning Kalapani. In the meantime, the then Indian ambassador K.V. Rajan made two press releases relating to Kalapani on the 3rd and June 7, 1998. He stated that there is only an Indo-Tibetan border police post in the area which, according to all records available with the government of India, has been on the Indian side of the border since 19th century and acknowledged as such by successive British, Indian and Nepalese governments. He also said that there is an old and complicated historical background to the boundary between the two countries dating back to the 19th century. He further said that the reference to the historical background of the boundary in the Kalapani area, as is available with the government of India, was made in the context of the unfair insinuation that India is knowingly in occupation of the territory at Kalapani, June 7, 1998. However, Mr. Rajan made another statement after a few days in Burgunjay on the 10th of June that he did not say Kalapani is a part of India. He further said, India would leave the area of Kalapani there and then, if Nepal produces authoritative documents. In a talk program at Reporters Club, he said on 2nd of August 1999 that they have inherited certain territories from British India and they have not since then altered the boundaries. He further said, India has done no wrong on the Kalapani issue and wishes to hold discussions in a friendly atmosphere to resolve the issue in the mutual interest of both the countries. He also warned that it would be better if both Nepal and India suspended their judgments and individual stance on the issue, since a joint border technical team is still examining historical documents relating to the territorial dispute of the strip of Tri-Junction in the far west district of Darkula. Just after 1 month of the saying of the Indian ambassador, there was another talk program in the Reporters Club on September 2nd, and the Chinese ambassador ZX Yang said that the boundary agreement between Nepal and China was performed 3.5 decades ago, by which Kalapani area lies within the Nepalese territory. However, old documents were ignored during that agreement which would show the border of Nepal up to Limpi Yat Hira, the origin of Mahakali. In addition, the Chinese envoy said that Tri-Junction Point is the subject to 3 countries, whereas Kalapani situated near to the Tri-Junction Point is not the subject of 3 countries. He further said the recent border trade agreement between India and China does not involve disputed territory of Kalapani. Regarding the issue of Kalapani further, Ek Gujral, then Prime Minister of India, during the visit to Kathmandu on June 9, 1997 said that they have issued a direction to hold a meeting of the Joint Boundary Working Group within 1 month, to solve the issue. Similarly, the Indian President K.R. Narayan, during a civic welcome hosted by the Kathmandu Metropolitan City on May 30, 1998, expressed that Nepal and India are 2 countries, where there are no doors and wall to obstruct the border. Answering to a written question in Rajya Sabha on July 16, 1998, the then Indian Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Vasundhara Raj, furnished information that Nepal has claimed 25 square kilometers of land on Kalapani area of India-Nepal border sector. He further informed that Nepal has claimed that land in connection with the border delineation of the western sector of India-Nepal boundary. Some more Indian parliamentarians have expressed their views on Kalapani problem. Sanjay Anirupa, member of Indian Rajya Sabha, has said unofficially in Kathmandu in a program arranged by the Reporters Club that Kalapani issue must be resolved through the talks between two countries and India must not take any decision in contrary to the views of the Nepalese people, July 2, 1999. In the same way, Ananda Pathak, former member of Indian Lok Sabha, expressed his personal view while he visited Kathmandu, August 17. That if Nepal is deprived from Kalapani, Indian military force must be removed there and then from that area. As a counter to the Indian dignitaries on Kalapani issue, Girija Prasad Koirala as Prime Minister had announced and claimed that Kalapani is within the territory of Nepal as depicted on the maps of 1850 and 1856, published by Survey of India. He had repeatedly said, "We feel that the disputed area of Kalapani is ours. The dispute needs to be resolved by carrying out a comprehensive study of all historical documents and proofs. If the study and facts show that the territory belongs to Nepal, then India must pull out of Kalapani." 9 June 98. In addition, the then Prime Minister Koirala has conveyed to the Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee that there are historical maps and documents, which depict that Kalapani belonged to Nepal, Colombo, July 28, 98. Koirala further said, "I cannot say, it was the positive achievement, but I am sure that Vajpayee understood well what I wanted to tell him concerning the border problem. The border problem was visualized by late His Majesty the King. In order to keep the border regularized, the royal address to the joint session of Parliament made a commitment to maintain the border pillars intact, July 1, 1999. In connection to Kalapani and northwestern border issue, various other authorities of the Nepalese government have expressed their views. Notably, Prime Minister Krishna Prasad Bhattarai as head of government has said Kalapani is a part of the Nepalese territory. Kalapani is ours according to the maps of that area, July 23. He spoke in the parliament that Nepal will not leave even an inch of land on the basis of available maps. In the same way, the then Foreign Minister Ram Sharan Maha has answered the questions positively in the parliament relating to Kalapani/Limpi Yadhura border problem, raised by various members of parliament. He has also furnished information to the press persons that the government is dedicated to remove the Indian Army from Kalapani. He has further said the government will handle the problem of Kalapani from technical, political, administrative, and diplomatic level as well. The study is being carried out by the experts. The discussion is going on to finalize the western border, whether it is located at Lipulak or Limpi Yadhura, on the basis of all types of maps and documents from the time of the Treaty of Shugali, July 26, 1999. Former prime ministers also have shown their concern and expressed their views as Kalapani belongs to Nepal. Sher Bahadur Deoa told in the parliament that Indian armymen will go back from Kalapani after the demarcation of that area, March 6, 1997. Such are the views of Lokendra Bahadur Chand, Surya Bahadur Thapa and Kirtini Baista. Marik Man Singh has said, July 1, 1998, India had proposed to China during my tenure, to construct a trade route with a view to connect Kalapani to China. But India was awkward as China spoke clearly that Kalapani belongs to Nepal. Nepal-India Boundary Joint Working Group, during the visit of the Indian External Affairs Minister Jaswant Singh to Kathmandu, a joint communiqué, September 11, 1999, was issued and the problem of Kalapani was mentioned on it. they have instructed to the Joint Working Group of Nepal-India Joint Technical Level Boundary Committee to analyze the facts in an efficient manner for the demarcation of the western sector, including the area of Kalapani, which is in controversy between Hito sides. They have also provided instruction to complete the work in a time-bound basis. In spite of all these instructions, dialogue, debate, and discussion between two teams of the Joint Working Group, they have not yet reached into decision to finalize the working materials, which could be used to demarcate the western border of Nepal. During the meeting of Joint Working Group on July 17, 1998, Nepal proposed to take the maps of 1850 and 1856 as the working materials to be used by the joint survey teams. But Indian side presented logic that these maps are irrelevant and unscientific as well. Instead, they claimed that the maps prepared during 1879 and 1928/29 must be taken as basic working materials to the field. In counter, Nepal pleaded that those maps are baseless. In such a fashion the meeting was ended with no decision. After the fruitless discussion, the respective working group had forwarded the matter to upper level, and it should have been referred even to the ministerial level. Especially Nepalese working group might have seeking and waiting for the guidance and concrete instruction from upper level. But with the result of the joint communiqué issued in Kathmandu at the end of the visit of Indian Foreign Minister, the issue has been rather pushed down to the same level, where the problem was originated. So the problem forwarded by the joint working group is now something like a motionless move, and nobody knows when it will start to move again. India intends to study proofs from Nepal, as the other side of the coin. During the bilateral talk between two foreign ministers in Kathmandu, Nepalese side expressed the view that necessary arrangements must be carried out to remove the Indo-Tibetan Armed Police border post from Kalapani area, whereas Indian side expressed opinion that appropriate solution may be explored after scrutinizing the proof of the historical documents. This indicates that India intends to study those proofs of Kalapani, which are available with the Nepalese government. In this context, Prime Minister Bhattarathi has already spelled out the maps of 1850 and 1856 as proofs. Notably, these maps are prepared and published by Survey of India themselves during British period in India. Secondly, this scribe has collected a considerable number of historical maps within the nation and abroad, especially from the British Library, London, India Office Records and Collections, and Library of Congress, Washington, D.C., Geography and Map Division. Some of these maps have been mentioned above as it was published during 1816/1897/1835/1837/1846/1850/1856, etc. These maps can work as the counter-proofs to those maps, which are already available with the government. And the concerned ministries and department have procured these maps from this scribe. Kali/Kalapani itself as a proof, it is clearly engraved on above mentioned maps that the river which is originated from Limpi Yathura is the Kali as delimited by the Treaty of Shugali, as the western border line of Nepal. Based on the historical documents and various maps of the era of the treaty and scientifically enunciated hydrological principle, there is no doubt to reach in conclusion that the northwestern border corner of Nepal is located at Limpi Yathura. Nextly, Kalapani itself is a concrete and on-the-spot geographical proof, because Kalapani is located towards east of the river Kali, as the Treaty of Shugali says that all those areas lying to the east of the river Kali is the territory of Nepal.
माछी मार्न जाउन दाजु कालापानीमा। यो गीत सुन्दाखेरि जब यो गीत पहिला सुरुमा आयो मलाई नि खूब मन पर्थ्यो यो गीत। र कालापानीको विवाद जुन सरसर्ती हेर्दाखेरि जुन अघि देखाएको प्रेजेन्टेसनको एउटा भिडियोमा हेर्दाखेरि नि या हामीले जति पनि इतिहासको चाहिँ सबै प्रुफहरूलाई हेर्छौँ, कालापानी चाहिँ नेपालको हो। त्यो कालापानी नेपालकै हो, नेपालको थियो, नेपालकै रहने हो खास। तर हाम्रो देशबाट चाहिँ कूटनीतिक पहल कुनै पनि बेला नभएको देखिन्छ इतिहास हेर्दाखेरि। अब राजा महेन्द्रको पालादेखिबाट हेर्दाखेरि जब चाहिँ पञ्चायत सुरु गरे हैन, त्यो बेलादेखिबाट हेर्दा पनि हाम्रो देशबाट कुनै पनि तरिकाको कूटनीतिक पहल भएको पाइँदैन। र चाहिँ भारतले चाहिँ अहिले आएर जुन चाहिँ यो महाकाली नदीको चाहिँ जुन उद्गम स्थल हो लिम्बुवाधुरा भन्नेमा, अब त्यहाँबाट आएको त्यो कालापानीको त्यो नदीलाई कालापानी नदी नबनिकन, काली नदी नबनिकन जुन चाहिँ यो तल आएर यो कालापानी भन्ने ठाउँमा जुन चाहिँ एउटा सानो खोजबाट निस्केको थोरै पानीलाई चाहिँ कालापानी भनेर चाहिँ नेपालको सिमाना त्यसरी तोक्दिएको हो। खास चाहिँ यो सबै कुरा बुझ्दाखेरि अब हामी चाहिँ आफ्नो आफ्नो तरिकाले आफ्नो आफ्नो कुराहरू राख्छौँ। आफ्नो कुरा राख्दाखेरि सधैँ हाम्रो कुरालाई चाहिँ सदर हुँदैन। अब भारत नेपालभन्दा अब सबै कुरामा चाहिँ स्ट्रङ छ। त्यति हो। हामीसँग भएका चाहिँ डकुमेन्ट्सहरूलाई लिएर गएर कूटनीतिक पहल गऱ्यो भने नेपालमा चाहिँ त्यो भूमि फिर्ता हुने चान्सेस चाहिँ बढी छ। तर चाहिँ तपाईँको चाहिँ कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब हाम्रो नेपालको जब अब गिरिजाप्रसाद कोइरालाको कुरा गरौँ या चाहिँ कृष्णप्रसाद भट्टराईको कुरा गरौँ हैन, अब जसको कुरा गरौँ उनीहरूले चाहिँ यो नेपालको भूमि हो भनेर भनेको पाइन्छ। नेपालको भूमि हो भन्दा विवादमा रहँदा भारत र नेपाल बीच मिलेर अब नक्सा पनि तयार पारिएको छ। भारतको चाहिँ त्यो चाहिँ अब एग्रिमेन्ट बिना भारतले हो भनेर नभनिकन अब नक्सा चाहिँ प्रिन्ट भएको छ। अब त्यो मात्रै होइन, जब चाहिँ ब्रिटेनले चाहिँ यो नेपालको भूभाग छुट्याइदियो, ब्रिटेनको आफ्नै त्यो बेलामा चाहिँ इस्ट इन्डिया कम्पनीमा भएको चाहिँ उनीहरूको आफ्नो हिन्दुस्तानको नक्सा जुन थियो त्यसमा हेर्दा पनि यो जुन महाकाली नदीको उद्गम स्थल छ त्यो उद्गम स्थलको इस्टतिर भनेको हाम्रो अहिलेको यो सबै लिम्बुवाधुरा कुटी यिनीहरू सबै चाहिँ कालापानी, यो लिपु लेक त यहीँ भित्रै भयो। कालापानी लिपु लेक त भित्रै भयो। यो सबै नेपालमा पर्छ। अब वेस्ट पार्ट मात्रै वारी र पारी, अब हाम्रो वारीको हाम्रो जग्गा भयो, पारीको चाहिँ इन्डियाको जग्गा भयो। तर त्यो पनि पछि हामी हारे पछाडि गरेको चाहिँ त्यो ट्रिटी अनुसारको चाहिँ यो जग्गा हो। अब सबैले आफ्नो आफ्नो तवरले बुझ्ने हो। मैले बुझेको तवर त्यही हो, मैले जानेको तवर त्यही हो, मैले बुझेको अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड गरेको कुरा त्यही हो। सबैमा यही कुरा पुऱ्याउँ। अब हामी कराएर केही हुँदैन। पहल चाहिँ कूटनीतिक ढङ्गबाट गर्नुपर्छ। र चाहिँ हाम्रा देशका चाहिँ नेताहरू कोही पनि त्यस्ता छैनन् जसले चाहिँ नेपालको लागि चाहिँ मरिमेट्ने गरेर काम गर्छन्। कोही पनि छैनन् त्यस्ता। जो आए पनि त्यही हो। इन्टरभ्यू हेरेँ मैले, धेरै इन्टरभ्यू हेरेँ। त्यो इन्टरभ्यू हेर्दा पनि यही कुराहरू भेटिन्छ चाहिँ उनीहरूले चाहिँ नेपालको लागि कहिले पनि राम्रो काम गरेका छैनन्। अब राम्रो काम नगरे पछाडि के भयो त? लास्टमा गएर हामी फस्ने हो, हामी फसिन्छ। अब द्वन्द्वमा जान्छ मुलुक। अब मुलुक द्वन्द्वमा किन लिएर जाने? कूटनीतिक तरिकाले उनीहरूले काम गरे हुँदैन। उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ हामीले ट्याक्स तिरेको छ, यो तिरेको छ, त्यो तिरेको छ। अब अहिले आएर चाहिँ अब सङ्घीयता लिएर आयो। सङ्घीयताले देशलाई खण्ड खण्ड पारेको हुन्छ। कहिले पनि सङ्घीयताले चाहिँ देशलाई चाहिँ एकै ठाउँमा राख्दैन। कहिले पनि देशलाई टुक्राउँछ। नेपाल जस्तो देशलाई सङ्घीयतामा लिएर गए हाम्रा नेताहरू। अब के भन्ने? अब आफू त्यही देशमा बसेछ, त्यही देशमा चाहिँ अब सबै कुरा त्यही देशमा छ। अब जन्मियो यही देशमा, हुर्क्यौ यही देशमा काम गरिँदैछ, यही देशमा ट्याक्स तिरिँदैछ। हाम्रो ट्याक्समा मोज गरेछन् तिनीहरू। तर हामी चाहिँ चुप लाएर बस्यौँ। जनता एकजुट भएर अगाडि गयो भने सरकारले पनि त्यसमा कुनै के पहल दिन्छ कि एउटा आश त्यहाँ हो। अब अर्को आश भनेको चाहिँ अब ब्रिटिसको चाहिँ त्यो जुन इस्ट इन्डिया कम्पनी थियो त्यसको माता हातमा रहेका डकुमेन्टहरू लिएर आएर चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ इन्टरनेसनल कोर्टमा गएर चाहिँ त्यो केस फाइल गऱ्यो भने पनि सायद नेपालले चाहिँ नपाएका ती भूभागहरू चाहिँ सबै पाउन सक्ने पोसिबिलिटी चाहिँ त्यहाँ रहेको हुन्छ। त्यो रहन्छ पनि त्यहाँ। तर चाहिँ त्यो कूटनीतिक ढङ्गबाट चाहिँ त्यो चाहिँ पहल हुनु पऱ्यो। र चाहिँ अब भारतीयहरू चाहिँ जति पनि छन् उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ एउटा सानो म्यासेज, तपाईँहरू भन्नुहुन्छ तुम दूध मागो तो हम खीर देंगे, तुम कश्मीर मागो तो हम चिर देंगे। तपाईँहरूको लागि जस्तो कश्मीर छ, कालापानी हाम्रो लागि त्यस्तै छ। हामी पनि लड्न सक्छौँ कालापानीको लागि। यति हो, हामीसँग सामर्थ्य कम छ, आत्मबल होइन। सामर्थ्य कम हो, हाम्रो आत्मबल अझै पनि बढी छ। त्यही वीर सन्ततिका छोरा छोरीहरू हौँ हामी, सन्तान हो। तिनै वीर व्यक्तिका चाहिँ रगतले बनेका माटोमा हुर्केका हामी नेपालीहरू, गोर्खालीहरू। यो कुरा चाहिँ याद गरिराख्नुहोस् तपाईँहरू, भारतका कूटनीतिक निकायका व्यक्तिहरू। एक न एक दिन तपाईँहरू पछुताउनुपर्छ। जुन दिन नेपालले फड्को मार्छ नि, त्यो दिन तपाईँहरू पछुताउनुहुन्छ। अहिले नेपालले केही गर्न नसकेको बेला होला, अब 1-1.5 महिनामा 10-15 दिनमा तपाईँहरू नाकाबन्दी गरिदिनु होला। सधैँको लागि गर्न सक्नुहोस् न, किन 10 दिन गर्ने 15 दिन खोल्ने, किन त्यसो गर्नु? सधैँको लागि नाकाबन्दी गरिदिनुहोस्। नेपालले आफैले गरेर देखाउँछ। तपाईँहरू बिग ब्रदर होइन हाम्रो, तपाईँहरू हाम्रो एउटा छिमेकी हो। छिमेकीको ढङ्गबाट रहनुहोस्। नेपालमा त्यो मान्छे जन्मिसिद्धेको छैन या आइसिद्धेको छैन जसले नेपालको लागि सोचेर अगाडि बढ्छ। तर प्रत्येक जनतामा त्यो चेतना छ। जुन दिन त्यो मान्छेको नेतृत्व, त्यो व्यक्तिको नेतृत्व नेपालमा आउँछ, भारत पतन भएर जान्छ। ख्याल गर्नुहोस्, यो वर्ड सम्झिराख्नुहोस्। म भारतीयलाई एकदम माया गर्छु, किनभने मेरो बाबा इन्डियन आर्मी हुनुहुन्थ्यो। इन्डियन आर्मीमा मेरो बाबाले वार लड्नुभयो। म भारतलाई माया गर्छु। भारत हाम्रो छिमेकी हो। म भारतलाई यो किसिमले पनि माया गर्छु कि हाम्रो सबै कुराहरू भारतबाट चाहिँ आउँछ। सबै इम्पोर्ट गरिन्छ हामी भारतबाट। त्यो भए पछाडि भारतले पनि आफूले बुझ्नुपर्छ, नेपाल भनेको एउटा सानो देश हो। म कश्मीरको लागि पाकिस्तानलाई सधैँ रुवाउन सक्छु, नेपाललाई पनि रुवाउँ भन्ने त्यस्तो सोच चाहिँ गर्नु भएन भारतले। र भारतलाई राम्रोसँग थाहा छ, आफ्नै संविधानमा यो जति पनि ब्रिटिस इस्ट इन्डिया कम्पनीको नामबाट चाहिँ जति पनि चाहिँ इन्क्रोचमेन्ट नेपालको भएको थियो, नेपालको ल्यान्डहरू लिएको थियो वारमा, त्यो भारतीय संविधानमा भारतको हो भनेर लेखिएको छैन भने भारतले नेपाललाई त्यो फिर्ता गर्दै के हुन्छ? फिर्ता गर्दैन नेपाललाई। किन फिर्ता गर्ने? त्यो जग्गा त उनीहरूले चाहिँ युटिलाइज गर्न पाए। अहिले चाहिँ लिपुलले किन चाहिँ उनीहरूले चाहिँ कालापानी किन त्यसरी इन्क्रोच गर्दैछन्? त्यहाँबाट चाइना डाइरेक्ट एसिस छ, एकदम सजिलो एसिस छ। त्यही भएर यी कुराहरू हामीले बुझ्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। भिडियो हेरिदिनु भयो, अन्तिमसम्म हेरिदिनु भयो, त्यसको लागि धन्यवाद। सेयर गर्नुहोस्। यो कुराहरू धेरैलाई थाहा नभएको कुराहरू हो। यत्तिकै चाहिँ चपर बोलेको पाइन्छ मान्छेहरू। यो कुरा चाहिँ सेयर गर्न, हजुरहरूलाई मन लाग्यो भने सेयर गर्नुहोस्। हजुरहरूले हेरिदिनु भयो, त्यसको लागि धन्यवाद। नेपाली एकजुट हुनुपर्छ। हामी त्यही गोर्खाली हौँ जसले रगत बगाउन जानेका छन्, चाहे आफ्नो हो चाहे आफ्नो शत्रुको। हामी त्यही गोर्खाली हौँ, रहनुपर्छ। त्यही अनुसारले रहनुपर्छ, आत्मबल बढाएर बस्नुपर्छ। यी जाबा लखरपाउरी नेताहरूलाई चाहिँ पछि लाएर चाहिँ केही हुनेवाला छैन। हामी पनि त्यही अनुसारले चाहिँ अगाडि बढ्नुपर्छ। साइन्टिफिक वेमा अगाडि जान सक्नुपर्छ, मोडर्न वेमा अगाडि जान सक्नुपर्छ। यही कामनाका साथ सबै नेपालीहरूमा एकता छाओस् र यी फुस्रे नेताहरू चाहिँ नेपालबाट चाँडै नै विलिन हुन्। भारतले नेपालका जग्गा जसरी चाहिँ लिएर गएको छ, यी नेतालाई पनि सधैँका लागि भारत लिएर जाओस्। यही कामनाका साथ आजको चाहिँ यो भिडियो चाहिँ म बन्द गर्न चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद सबैलाई। नमस्ते। जय नेपाल, जय कालापानी।
माछी मार्न जाउँ न दाजै काला पानीमा छेकी बारी दुवारी महाकालीमा माछी मार्न जाउँ न दाजै काला पानीमा माछी मार्न जाउँ न दाजै काला पानीमा मनको काँडाले कहिले नि कोरेन फलामे काँडाको तारैले मनको काँडाले कहिले नि कोरेन फलामे काँडाको तारैले मन परी होइन गाठे हाम्रो पानीमा मन परी होइन गाठे हाम्रो पानीमा आदैछ घाउ 18 को नाला पानीमा माछी मार्न जाउँ न दाजै काला पानीमा माछी मार्न जाउँ न दाजै काला पानीमा बुझेको मन परी जनसङ्ख्या बढेको नेपाली खै कुरा बुझेको मन परी जनसङ्ख्या बढेको विदेशको नोकरीको भर छैन विदेशको नोकरीको भर छैन फर्केर आउँदा घर छैन माछी मार्न जाउँ न दाजै काला पानीमा माछी मार्न जाउँ न दाजै काला पानीमा चाहिने ढोका स्वदेशी हो कम्मरै कस उनी देऊ नचाहिने ढोका स्वदेशी हो कम्मरै कस मेला भर्न जाउँ न दाजै मेची बगर मेला भर्न जाउँ